Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Jayhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Conover. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will have the football first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front. The hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
These kind of QBs put a lot of pressure on defense. You think about it, it's so easy to roll him out to the left, a little bootleg action. Does he run it? Does he throw it? I got to cover the pass. I can't just give up the deep ball, and then he chews up a bunch of yards really quickly. It's so hard on defenses.
And the Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Hall will throw it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Cincinnati! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Kansas offense has the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
There he goes. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And the Jayhawks are rolling down the field.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's a draw. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Paul to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Off play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll leave it with him. Oh, better look out. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Jayhawks are in the hurry up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Got room to work.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Gets it out quickly. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Power football with the run. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. And the Jayhawks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock it down for a big loss. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over SMU. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Got his man all by himself. There he goes down the right side. Pass to touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for it all. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Hall will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'm a defense. I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Jayhawks in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes him talk to the hand. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quick.
He's looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Off the play fake on first down. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll pull it on the read. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That brings them to within one. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Thanks for grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And that is exactly what you want in your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On target to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for 2 and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime.
Some good plays today.
Going to the running game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quick.
Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player. And a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. The tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play-action fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Hall to go up top. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. To the air on first down. Tried to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing.
Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Archuk Jayhawk. Once he got some room, it was over. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Hall will throw it. Makes the grab. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Bearcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bearcats have this offense rolling.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. The give to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Defense just has not had an answer for this tight end. We knew he was athletic coming into this one, and they've lined him up all over the field, but the defense has not been able to cover him. He's now got over 150 receiving yards.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Jayhawks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Hall to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They want to throw it. He's got it for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Second down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll let it go to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep.
He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Ball will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
That's caught. It's Cano. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Touchdown, Bearcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Kansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Sends it downfield, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Hall to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up at F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 10 over Army. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. There's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. On target over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. That had all the makings of Bud Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish it. With a little something to feel good about. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And the big reason why is how good this quarterback quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the... They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. Hall will throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got his man downfield. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses run.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching